everyone, so my name is Winter and I'm making a video on why you, my friend, should never get an IUD, especially Paragard copper IUD. I'm just here to share my experiences and everything that I went through when I had it. Just a disclaimer that everybody's bodies are differently and it's going to react to birth controls differently, and it just depends on the person. I'm just sharing my experiences and my feelers on this birth control and birth control in general. Okay? I got my copper IUD back in 2017, like the beginning of the new year. I thought it was gonna be a natural birth control, safe, you know, there's no hormones added to it, but little did I know that gave me copper toxicity. And I didn't even realize that I was dealing with all the symptoms of copper toxicity until I watched this YouTube video of this girl and how she got silicone toxicity from her boob implants. And she was just like saying how it was like making her feel the worst she's ever felt. She was so fatigued, her hair was falling out, this and that. And then I was like, light bulb popped on in my head. I was like, oh my god, I have copper toxicity. So I look up all the copper toxicity symptoms that you have it. So like fatigue, I was constantly exhausted, I would get nausea in the morning, like racing mind all the time. Like I was always thinking about something. I couldn't sleep because my mind was just racing. I had depression, anxiety, which I thought was just like, oh, I'm in my early 20s, like I'm just going through things. Everyone gets depression at one point, like it's not anything. I just thought, I'll get through this, but it came down to copper toxicity. I was getting severe panic attacks every so often, which I've never experienced before, ever. I had the worst spaciness, brain fog, like slurred speech. I was super irritable. I had emotional numbing. I had negative thoughts a lot. I was basically becoming anemic. My immunity was always low. PMS was so bad. I had hopelessness. I was getting a lot of joint aches and pain, headaches. It was so severe. Before removing it, I was getting really bad confusion. Like I could barely even like think and talk. Like if I was talking too fast, my speech was slurred and stuff. Yeah, so I ended up deciding to get it removed back in July, in the middle of July of 2019. So I had my IUD in me for like 2.5 years, which is a long time. And I started getting these symptoms like maybe a year into my having my IUD, and I didn't think anything of it. Like I never would have put 2 and 2. Like that's why I just thought I was going through these life changes, and that's why I was experiencing what I was experiencing. But thank God I watched that video, because I would have still probably had the copper IUD to this day. I just want to share my experiences of like getting it inserted. So originally when I went to get it inserted, my cervix was like sewn shut, basically, like it would not open. The doctor sent me home with a prescription of some sort of pill that I was supposed to take before, like 7 hours before I went in, so my cervix would open up so she could insert it. When it came to inserting it into my body, it was just like a cramping pain. It was easy, in and out, I was done. It was like an hour after I got it inserted was the worst pain of my life. I felt like someone was just like stabbing me. My back hurt, my whole uterus, like stomach area was in such bad, severe pain. Like all I could do was put heating pads on it. Like I even put like a hot water bottle on my belly. I could only take so much Advil because I already took a lot going into the procedure, so I didn't want to like overdose. And then so the whole inserting the IUD wasn't that bad. It was just like the pain afterwards, and how it made my periods severely worse. They were so much longer and spottier. My cramps were so bad. Like, never had bad cramps before, besides for like the first day going into my period. I was 3-4 days of the worst cramps. Like, I was constantly taking Advil when I started my period because it was terrible. Yeah, I just don't recommend getting the IUD. Like, don't get it. It's something foreign in your body. You should not be putting that inside. You gotta think about that. And the fact that there's copper in it, that is terrible. I literally gave myself copper toxicity, and I just think it's stupid how they advertise it as like hormonal free birth control and this and that. Like, yet it gave me the worst symptoms of all birth controls that I've ever had. Like, I've done the shot before, pills, and those were like fine for the most part. Like, I never dealt with the symptoms I was feeling with Paragard. When I got it taken out, I already felt like a relief with my body, but I still had a lot of healing to do. So that's when I started my medical medium healing. I did celery juice because that helps remove toxins from your body, and I was drinking that like every day as soon as I woke up on an empty stomach. And I also followed my celery juice with the heavy metal detox smoothie, so I could remove the copper toxins because it's just built up in your body once you're to a point, you know. And so I was taking that to get rid of all the copper and just trying to heal my body from like the damage I did to it. And yeah, I was like losing my hair, and I thought it was just like from depression and stuff, but it was from copper toxicity. And it's just like a birth control I would never recommend to like my sister, my mom, my friend, someone's daughter. Don't get it. Like, it's just not natural. You shouldn't put something in your body. And there's so many other like symptoms that are, and like things that are bad that could happen with it, like it getting lodged in there and stuck. It could break apart in you. And I don't know, I was foolish for like thinking that it would be a safe alternative. But yeah, you live and you learn, and I just really wanted to make this video to share with women not to get it. Like, it's not safe. I wouldn't even, never again. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on copper IUD or birth controls, you can message me or comment down below and I can try and help you out. Bye guys, thanks for watching. I'll make them